よっしゃーやったーナイスよっしゃーナイス神ナイスYeah! Fuck yeah! We actually yes! Yes!
Let's go,
Let's
team!
fucking go!
Holy fucking shit!
I'm going to bed!
I'm so nervous.
Only a big tournament can cause such big emotions. Welcome to the O's World Cup 2017 Group Stage Recap. I am glad you took the time to catch up about what happened past weekend. So let's stop my rambling and get right into it. Oh wait, one small thing. You can always check out the full matches on the O's Live Twitch channel, link is in the description. I believe every single team is shown at least once except for South Korea and Indonesia, which is unfortunate. Group A started off with clean sweeps against the Philippines from Hong Kong and Chile. During a warm-up we could see a very special player with a very special accuracy.
So you go do that, and we look forward to eventually casting your own match. And there's the Mingak again. And that's all hidden nonetheless. So I'm not even sure how he's doing that without the approach circle.
I mean, if you just keep your
The probably strongest low seed team, Hong Kong, managed to pull out the win against Norway, which was closer than the score implies. Two 8-way FCs kept the match super tense. Norway still managed to get out of group stage with wins against Chile and the Philippines, which was a win by default by the way. Chile needed a big win to advance but were denied by Hong Kong. This meant that the low seed would advance on first place, with Norway as the top seed right behind. You're seeing the so-called MVPs behind the teams right now. These are the players who played a lot and were most consistent, but sometimes the battle can be super close. For example, GN could also be the MVP instead of Hunter. So if you're not seeing the strongest player in your opinion displayed, keep in mind that the race for MVP was very close. In Group B, Poland showed up again big time. Even though they didn't clean sweep every team like last time, they managed to take their opponents quite confidently. As a low seed, Denmark upset the high seed Australia in the deciding match for second place. But it was really close. Here's why.
So far, Australia is still holding 4 combos. As expected, they are really comfortable on this pick in particular. Oh, but as I say that, Ithyu and Luna is both dropping combo there. This could be the game changer.
Can this be?
Then
I don't think it's enough time though. It looks very close and it's already in the end.
It's going to be very close.
Oh, is it going to be?
It's going back in favor of Denmark.
Denmark.
Maybe.
Denmark.
Oh!
Yes.
Denmark takes it by 7,000 points. Oh, but Dummy dropping combo there. That is going to be very detrimental. This could be the turning point.
Yeah, 100,000 points to make up is going to be enough time. And all eyes on
Definitely. Oh, definitely. This is definitely an opportunity for Denmark to make a comeback here. It's going to get close. It's going to get really close at the end.
It's going back and forth.
It's pretty much going to come down to the last note once again.
Oh, this is too close.
And it goes in favor of Denmark by 4,000 points.
4,000! Oh my god, Denmark! You crazy!
Congratulations to Denmark for this surprising second place and advancing into the knockout stage. Oh, and let's not forget Poland as well, of course. Group C was the first crazy group. After Japan won comfortably against Hungary, Russia landed a huge 5-2 win against France, the top seed. They even advanced to sweep Hungary with a crazy performance from Red Pixel.
Yeah, you were saying it, that ending, the tricky ending, was bitten Hungary here. That's such a shame, they were ahead the entire match.
Yeah, and then just a couple of unfortunate misses. Art Judgment also with a miss right at the end. But geez, 2 double S's on Russia's side, both Fallen and Red Pixel. That's really quite impressive. And then Red Pixel still holding his double S. Oh, Shioase missing right near the end though, but that shouldn't really hurt Russia too much. They have a very comfortable lead still. About 500,000 points. Quite a clean win. Putting Russia at 4 points to 0.
After France got their first win, they had to face Japan for the second place of the group. Musty tried his best not to be eliminated, and well, it came down to the wire.
Yep, I think that settles that. There's no way a miracle can happen at this point. There's no field potential at the end of this map, and that's gonna be the last nail in the coffin. Japan will win against France, making this a 5-4 win.
Yeah, that seals the deal. 450,000 points the lead for Japan. Very well played.
Unfortunately, France, a top seed, is out of the tournament. Later on, Russia secured the first seed by another clean sweep. The high and low seeded teams will now advance. Japan is already the third low seed to go to the knockout stage. Those teams are not to be underestimated. Group D had one game to be quite spectacular, the Latin American battle of Brazil and Argentina. After the first convincing matches of Korea and Brazil, Mouse Easy showed up in a heated fight with back-to-back top scores. Impressive stuff.
Brazil is making up ground. This is gonna be really close.
Double S. But that's not going to be enough. Argentina is going to take this one.
Close loss in the first match. And I believe it's...
Like the hidden hard rock has paid off. Mouse
Yes.
Easy with actually the highest act in the game with hidden hard rock. 3 100s.
And Payne actually losing his double S, as I said. That's unfortunate, but I still think that he did all he could.
Mouse Easy still has double S.
Yeah, Mouse Easy has gotten 3 100s in the last 3.
Korea went on to win the match for first seed and Latvia were handed a win by default. I would like to mention Gomo from Korea, who has managed to FC every single map he played except warm-ups, and he actually played in nearly every single point. In Group E, Romania played the first 3 matches and lost all of them. Although this was expected from the unseeded team, they had some great moments.
Just holding on. They really want this win. Oh, but Neo misses.
This could be the difference maker.
Oh,
It's coming back very slowly.
I don't think it's enough.
Spin to win. It's not enough.
Not enough.
If he breaks, that's going to be pretty bad for Canada.
It really is. Coach in the end, though.
Right, the last spinner spin to win. And Canada has been consistent and will take this.
With the second win against Sweden, Canada only needed one more win to secure their first place of the group. Of course, Taiwan had something against it and they forced a tiebreaker. Some might have OWC 2015 flashbacks.
To say it's too late. As we get to the end of the map, it looks like we will be seeing an FC, 2 FCs from each side, coming in from Flask, Rucker, Azer, and Fun Orange, the 2 major juggernauts of each of these teams.
Right. But
Despite Taiwan's loss, they recovered against Sweden and will now advance to the knockout stage. This team will face South Korea in an all-Asian battle, whereas Canada meets Brazil in a Pan-American fight. Group F went like the majority expected. The UK as top seed and Singapore as high seed gave Israel and Finland no chance at all to sneak up victory. Both advancing teams showed some team spirit by forming FCs. Honorable mentions go out to Elegant Lowly from Singapore, Mookie from Finland, and Carthy from the UK.
now they're holding a double S, and the entire team just looks great with this point, taking the second point, I think, very soon.
Yeah, Master currently the only one missing on the side of Israel. But we did see in the warm-up that Singapore's jumping was pretty much on point, and this is pretty much jumping with a bit of reading on top of it.
Right.
So in that case, it was a tough pick, but they are the lower seed, so they're gonna have to.
Yeah, the UK at this point is just showing no signs of giving up whatsoever. And they will be taking that one by roughly 400,000 points.
Singapore will have to play against Russia. This is a high seed battle, while UK faces Japan, who will need a huge performance as a low seed. The first 3 matches of Group G all ended 1-5 in favor of the stronger seeds. Especially in the third match, Germany had a strong showing with a 4-way Thunderstruck FC, everybody greater than 99% AC.
Full combo on the side of Mexico. That's Shota-kun. But on the side of Germany, 4 full combos. Very, very strong. Yeah, 1.1 million.
However, Mexico and Malaysia were both able to get a win each, especially impressive stuff from Malaysia, beating Austria. And another upset followed as Austria suddenly became stronger and took down Germany, including a super close match point.
Back and forth right now. This is going to be super duper close coming into this last section.
It's gonna come up to the accuracy, and Austria is in the lead by just a little bit.
Spin to win, spin to win!
10,000 points, but it's gonna be Austria.
Austria takes it by roughly 8,000 points. Holy moly, the spin.
In the knockout stage, we will see some pure European battles. Austria faces the squad from Poland, while Germany will say hello to their northern neighbors from Denmark. Oh gosh, Group H, the group of death. Also, the second crazy group. This already started out with a surprise as the Netherlands took down China, who became second in OWC 2015 and 16. However, China's roster has changed quite a bit, that's why they were seeded high instead of top. The World Cup champions, the United States, went on to win all 3 of their matches. Although 5-1 against China looks really convincing, China were not the team to go down that easily. See it for yourself with back-to-back 8-man FCs.
Yeah, that actually could be something that China would want to opt for here because of the fact that they have been having a little bit of trouble with accuracy, specifically on hard road. Going for the OD 9.8 pick is quite smart in this situation. We can see that the scores are very, very close right now. It's only about 20,000, 30,000 the difference. But United States still takes that one. All FCs.
8-man FC, and however, USA.
Yeah, definitely showing that they're very comfortable on this pick, as expected. You know, when you choose a pick, you're kind of expected to do very well on it. And that's exactly what the United States is doing, despite China having all FCs as well. Once again, we may see 8 FCs. But
I
the
think it's very
accuracy
much in the
battle is what
picture.
counts.
Yeah, the accuracy, man. Like, this is so close in terms of like matchup because everyone has FC, but that's not enough because the 200,000 points of difference comes solely from accuracy alone, and that's gonna bring USA.
This meant that China needed to win against Italy, and that by a certain margin. However, the European team managed to force even the tiebreak.
We just joined, but I have been keeping attention to their score flickering in the chat, reporting from the bot, and yeah, this is very cool seeing this unfold. And yes, that will be 5-4 going over to.
Now this might sound weird, but the tiebreaker meant elimination for China. Even though they won, Italy and Netherlands had to face each other, and it didn't matter which team would win as they would overtake China anyway. So, the low seed and the unseeded team were fighting desperately for the remaining second seed. Netherlands got a 4-0 lead, but Italy woke up and came back. And well,
Fill in the gap for his team, but then again, Laser's keeping the combo and Koba isn't.
All combos have been reset on the side of Italy. There is not a single full combo. The only full combo remaining right now is actually Laser on the side of Netherlands. Jackie Lamb also dropping. It's pretty much just Laser taking Netherlands on the back, bringing them to victory, securing that 5-3.
the Netherlands just squeeze out their qualification and will play against Hong Kong in another match of low seeds. And finally, we will see an epic battle between Norway and the United States. Let's look shortly at picks and bans. The Vulture DT pick has been played 35 times, whereas the AR8 hidden pick was banned 28 times. On a side note, the tiebreaker was needed in 3 matches. That's it for the group stage. So this was actually not meant to be in this recap, but in my opinion, it was quite important. So this is off script. Sorry for that. There were some people in the Twitch chat who were saying like, "Oh, he failed," or "Oh, he missed there, and he's too heavy for his team," and so on. No, you know. Those people often forget that he might have performed bad on only that one map, but on the other maps he played really consistently. So I hope that those people might remember that this is a tournament match and you only have one chance in the tournament per map, and this will eventually happen. No, not everybody's a robot. and they're under enormous pressure. So please understand them and please cheer for your team and rather hype up the really good performances than mentioning out the really bad ones. That would be really nice. Thank you. Coming weekend, the first KO stage begins, mode best of 11. Here's the schedule. On Saturday, November 25th at 9:30 AM UTC, the first match between Taiwan and South Korea will start. This is followed by UK against Japan, Hong Kong versus the Netherlands, and Singapore against Russia. The day after, Poland will kick the stream off against Austria at 3:30 PM UTC. Afterwards, Denmark faces Germany, Canada plays against Brazil, and Norway will challenge the United States. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in on Saturday, and as always, especially now, please enjoy game.